Welcome to Satzern for the 8th round of the AF1 Championship here in 2021. We are here at this 12-turn, 4.2-mile track for a 46-lap race for the Satzern Grand Prix. We have one long DRS zone down the main straight, one of the longest straights of the season on the main straight here at Satzern. Sector 1 is very tight and twisty. First corner hairpin, probably the only real overtaking opportunity on the racetrack through the two fast right-handers. Then through the other hairpins, it gets to Sector 2, very wriggly, very snake-esque. I threw down a lot of elevation through that section into the final sector, which is very challenging because of the elevation and the fact that the corners have so much dirty air. It should be hard to overtake, and there's a speed trap at the end of the main straight as well. Who's it going to be to win the race? It's Red Bull Mercedes, Red Bull on the front two rows of the grid. The 5 red lights coming on in front of the drivers. And it's lights out and away we go on Satzern now. Verstappen gets a good start. The two Mercedes cars side by side. Everyone really jockeying position around at the back of the field. Verstappen gets very loose. Bottas down the inside. It's 3 wide behind him. And a big crash. George Russell and Yuki Tsunoda into the wall. That'll be a safety car for sure. Verstappen just manages to get ahead of Bottas, who had a great run now coming out of turn 3. Head down the inside goes Perez on Hamilton. Alonso side by side with someone else. And there's a safety car deployed. Schumacher spinning as well. There's absolute carnage on the opening lap of the race. Very chaotic on the opening lap. So look at this. Max Verstappen gets a great start. Bottas does too, but just squeeze on the inside, couldn't really do much there. Gasly got a good start. Sainz on the inside of Alonso, who then comes across the cover. On the inside, as you can see there at the top of the chart, the replay graphic in the way there a little bit. So Bottas on the inside, Verstappen gets away initially there and just kind of pulls away. But gets so loose down here, and Bottas has the inside line. They were wheel to wheel going through turn 3 then, as well as turn 4, the corner after. And look behind, so you can see this really all stems to Ocon on the inside with Ricciardo and Sainz. Russell on the inside of Vettel tried to make a move with Ricciardo on the outside. Not really much room for him to go there. If he had backed off, he probably would have hit the cars behind him. And therefore got hit T-bone by Tsunoda and hit into the wall as well. Alonso on the inside of Gasly, nice move from him. And Schumacher spun around as well. Just seemed to get on the power too early at the exit of turn 4 there. And then Tsunoda and Russell out of the race. Safety car deploy will restart on lap 4 likely because of how long this track is. What a crazy start. Verstappen in the lead there. Down the inside goes Charles Leclerc on Alonso, and there's a 3 abreast again at turn 1. Down the inside, Gasly still ahead of Alonso. Norris right behind with Ocon alongside. Here comes Perez on Hamilton now. Side by side through the S's. Very dangerous place on the track to go side by side now. Down the inside goes Sergio Perez and Lewis Hamilton. Great move to take the position. He went there, so you can see on the restart, Leclerc got a nice toe down the main straight on the inside. Almost hit Perez. That was very similar to the situation he was in last time out with Tsunoda at Brighton. Thankfully, though, Perez was on a consistent line. Tsunoda obviously went out wide first. Then the two Alpines were wheel to wheel for a second. So Leclerc down through here, just kind of biding his time. Gasly down the inside of the Alpine of Alonso. Ocon backs off into the clutches of Lando Norris with Carlos Sainz behind that. Daniel Ricciardo was in that fight as well. Vettel very close with his teammate Stroll just behind that. Very good day for Aston Martin so far. As Perez then gets the switchback on Hamilton coming out of turn 4, going into the King of 5, then 6 and 7 right here. Wheel to wheel all the way through the S's. Very dangerous place to do that. One slight tap and you're going into those massive walls, as you can see that are right there. Always there to bite you if you make a mistake. And Perez then down the inside makes the move stick on Hamilton. And yeah, that's a very good start to the race then for this guy. So Perez into 3rd place. Very pivotal for Verstappen's strategy today. That's all Stroll down around the inside though. Antonio Giovinazzi makes the move stick on the inside at the final corner. What a brave overtake from Giovinazzi. Latifi though gets the draft as they head down the first corner. Breaking late goes Latifi, maybe wrapping around the outside. Couldn't quite make the move stick. What a great battle that was. Gasly on Leclerc, maybe 4th, 5th place as they head down into turn 4. This is a very mad move. He shoves him out the way, and Gasly gets into 5th place in the AlphaTauri. Alonso and Norris is really trying to get past Alonso. He's a lot quicker than Alonso. He finally makes the move stick on the inside, but Alonso's going to come back at him here. Nice move, a nice battle, and back down the inside. What a move from Fernando Alonso to retake the position. Here we go, part 2 now. Lando Norris to the outside of the track. Maybe he can get the switchback. He does have a run, but not quite close enough to make a move on Alonso. Here we go now once again, Lando Norris on the outside. Ooh, he almost hit the back wheel of Alonso as through turn 1. Just cannot quite get past Alonso, the widest F1 car you've ever seen. Ocon, Ricciardo and Vettel have been very close for a few laps now. Here comes Ricciardo on the outside. Almost made the switchback, couldn't quite do it. Ocon gets great. Oh, what a save from Ocon. Very loose off the corner. Ricciardo gets ahead into 10th place, and now here comes Vettel to the outside. Might make the mistake. No, he will not. Bottas goes from mediums to hard on lap 20, and then lap 28, 8 laps later, very old tyres, Verstappen goes ahead and has been undercutted by Bottas. Here we go. Oh, this is a good one. This is it. Finally, Verstappen will make his move. Verstappen trying to come back at him. He has a lot more grip in that Red Bull. And oh, Bottas braked really late down there into turn 4 and squeezing him off the track almost goes Bottas. On the final lap here, it's just another battle down the inside. Verstappen finally makes a mistake. Here comes Bottas back at him though. And loose there goes Verstappen, oversteer moment through the corner. He gets back ahead. Bottas takes the lead on the final lap of the race. Manages to fend off Verstappen. Bottas wins. And on the final lap of the race, oh, hard hit for Ricciardo there. A terrible crash. Let's have a look what happened. Stroll got on the inside sausage curb, went up the track, hit the wall with the rear of the car. Ricciardo then taps the rear left wheel of Stroll and slams heavily into the concrete wall. A really, really nasty impact, kind of like Hamilton at 3 now in AF1 a few weeks ago. And a big impact there for Ricciardo, head on into the barriers. Disastrous for him. So a great race once again. The top 5 stayed very similar throughout the race. So Bottas wins. Verstappen got second place and a fast lap. Very pivotal in the championship for him to have that. Very important rather. As Hamilton third place, Perez fourth. Great day for Gasly there. Norris up 3 places from 10th. Great day for him. Lance Stroll 4 places. Really good comeback. Having struggled early for grip and overheating the tyres, managed to come back through the field during the strategy phase from being in the clutches of Giovinazzi. Instead now would finish ahead of Giovinazzi. And in the fight with Ricciardo and Ocon towards the end of the race, and only 2 retirements. They were Tsunoda and Russell early in the race. Verstappen, though, retakes lead of the championship over his teammate Sergio Perez, who's second, 4 points behind. What a crazy title fight this is turning into, as Bottas is getting in the fight as well. Hamilton is third, though. Bottas now back into fourth for the first time in a while, and Lando Norris still fifth. Tsunoda, Vettel, Russell, Stroll, Ocon, and Raikkonen on the brink of the top 10, and everyone else from 17th on down still yet to score points. 30-point lead for Red Bull, though, very important for them, and a really good job they've done all in the last couple of races to keep stretching that lead over Mercedes. McLaren and Ferrari are getting closer. You're watching AF1 2021 Round 8, and I hope you enjoyed.